Now I have to be extra careful here because that is energized at 120. When I put this on, essentially my whole impact gun is going to be energized 120 volts.
What's up, guys? You're watching Bobsdecline. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Aaron. I've been a lineman on the east coast of Canada for about 19 years now. A few weeks ago, I had a video about responding to a partial power call, and the home was a mini home. One of the most frequent comments in the comment section was mention of a mast being mounted on the mini home, where a mini home technically isn't considered a permanent structure. We do have a code that is acceptable for masts to be installed on a mini home in our province. However, we still have the old setup where there's a pedestal mounted, usually not too far from the home. The wire goes from the electrical underground box over to the pedestal, and then from there into the home's main breaker. So just by complete coincidence, because I don't get these work orders very often at all, I logged on this morning and I have a work order to hook up a new mini home. So let's take a look and go hook them up.
Alright, so before we hook anything up, we're going to take a look, make sure everything's good inside there. But before we take a look in there, I want to see what's going on in this box. Make sure somebody didn't hook those wires up. Okay, so we can see the new ductwork there. That's our new set of wires. They are not yet hooked up. And we're going to take a look in this guy, make sure we're not going to hook onto a dead short or something. Where's the neutral wire? Okay, that's not making any sense. Alright, so it looks like the neutral wire from the home is bonded to ground and not to the neutral of our system. Alright, so we're back again. That's why you gotta take a peek at the meter socket before you energize that. I did have once where the lead wasn't, one of the hot legs wasn't tied into the lug. It was resting right against the steel side. Would have been disastrous to go into the URD box and energize. Alright, so take two. Alright. We are good to go. So this is a very older style box. Probably going to be some fairly old connectors inside as well. All right. Oh, not too messy in there. No critters anyways. Ooh, that's short. That's way too short. So is that. Holy. Oh wow. Those should be long enough that I can pull them up and out of the box. This is not going to be easy to work on. Jeez. Well, this is our new service here. So one of the hazards when I'm swinging this stuff around, you see there's a plug missing on either of those connectors. That's energized 120 volts. If that neutral wire were to touch that, we get an awful flash. Let's get this guy taken care of first. Oh wow, what a mess. That one out of the way. Oh man. This guy here is gonna be tricky. I'll probably end up coming here and replacing those connectors one of these days. Now I have to be extra careful here because that is energized at 120. When I put this on, essentially my whole impact gun is going to be energized 120 volts. If I were to hit this against the neutral, even my lag, I could get a nasty little zap. So we got to be a little careful.
An incident like this we can all use as a learning experience, as a reminder that even though it's only 120 volts, I say only, it can cause very serious damage. That's solid steel, so you can imagine what kind of heat was involved to melt that.
Looks like we're good. Jumpins. that is not a good example of a well-organized URD box. It's too small. The main feeds, this wire here that feeds this connector, is way too short. That should be able to pull out and then kind of curl around inside the box. These type of connectors, they don't seal the wire properly from the water coming in. All kinds of issues with that. So we'll get a work order made up, and no big emergency, but we'll have to come through and do some maintenance on this guy. Before we put that cover on, all right, 249, 124, 124. We are good to go. Those little plastic clips there, that's to protect those lugs. See, this is grounded. That's 120, that's 120. If this lid were to slide down and off and hit that on the way by, those little plastic pieces are for extra protection to prevent a flash. All right.
All right, so that wasn't an ideal setup. The still had some of the older style connectors, a little bit of water getting in those connections, some oxidization. They weren't in horrible shape, but they will have to be changed at some point. One last thing I did want to mention before we go, I was asking the viewers about posting shorts. It's kind of a new feature that YouTube has that's, I'm guessing, more of a competition for the TikTok style videos, which I have an account on, but I don't post any videos on that platform. YouTube does encourage using that feature, especially if you don't want to fall behind with the algorithm and stuff. So after reading some feedback from you guys, I think what I'm gonna do, I am going to use the shorts feature, but I want to keep it to a minimum. It will be a great tool for some of the calls where I can take a quick 30-second live shot of what's going on. I can upload it right away to YouTube, and there probably won't be a whole lot of editing, if any at all, involved with these shorts. But I also don't like that they get grouped up in the same video section of my homepage. So we're going to film the shorts with the camera being held vertically. So you're going to see those big two black strips on the side of your screen. That way, if you want to use the app on your phone to watch those, I'll probably post between 2 and 4 of those a month for those of you that are interested. Other than that, that's all I've got, guys. So I look forward to seeing you all again soon. And I really appreciate you all stopping by. So let me know where you're watching from. Cheers, and we'll see you next time.